Okay, here we go. Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, July 31st, 2025. So, yeah, we got our July Nintendo Direct that was rumored from Nate the Hate, who's been totally right about Nintendo Directs for the past, like, year or two. I don't know about totally right. I think he's gotten most of them right, though, in recent memory. So, yeah, good for him. So, yeah, this one did happen. Came in clutch right at the end here on July 31st, so the end of July. But it is a Partner Showcase. But I'm actually pretty excited about that, because with the capabilities of the Switch 2, I think Partner Showcase actually has the potential to be a lot cooler than they have been in the past. I think the Switch 2 is capable of playing, a lot of the games that the other third-party, the other, big PlayStation and Xbox are able to play. So, seeing third-party games for Nintendo, I don't think is quite as like, we'll see if it's anything exciting, maybe something neat. I think we have the potential to see some really cool stuff here. So yeah, we just share the link around a couple places, and then we can chat and get ready for this Nintendo Direct. Okay, shared the link a few places. It's pretty early here for me. It's 8:30 right now, so the direct is at 9 o'clock, or 8:38 to be specific here. So the direct is in about a half hour. People are jumping in chat. Hey, what's up, everybody? I've been good. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. If it's morning for you, it's morning for me. Yeah, so Partner Showcase, which I know some people are a little disappointed about, but honestly, I said this just a second ago, but people are jumping in chat, so I'll say it again. I think with the Switch 2, because of the capabilities of the Switch 2, a Partner Showcase is not like something to be as disappointed over as it was in the past. I mean, obviously, we're all fans of, Nintendo stuff, so I want to see Nintendo games, of course. But like the Switch 2, what does it have? Cyberpunk 2077, right? So like, who knows what could get announced here or what could get ported over to Switch 2? That would be really exciting. Like the system, has the capabilities of playing modern stuff. So I think these are going to be a lot more exciting than they were for the Switch when we get Partner Directs. I think they're going to be, have the potential to hold things that are going to be like, wow, that game looks awesome. I can't wait for that. Or what's that like? It's kind of like Bloodborne. There's like that game got announced with like Switch 2. Remember? I forget the name of it. I haven't been following it. But like stuff like that too. We can have completely new games for Switch 2 that might be like, oh, that's an awesome game. But the type of game you'd expect on like Xbox or PlayStation. But it's just going to be a Switch game. Or announced in here anyway. That sort of stuff I think is totally possible. Hey, PapaGenos, do you think we'll get a third Nick Brawl one day? I think so. I mean, Game Mill, like, they've made a lot of Nickelodeon games and stuff like that, and I imagine the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl games are like among the top selling, if not the top selling of those. So I get the feeling that Nickelodeon and they will probably, and the Game Mill will probably just be like, yeah, let's make more. So I assume we'll get a third one day. Hey Papa, how you been? Hopefully they announced the rumored Plants vs. Zombies Anniversary Edition. Yeah, so there were a few updates here. And updates to indie games like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Yeah, so we could definitely get indie games in here. I don't know what, like, Nintendo is weird about, like, what's a partner or what's an indie? Because they do the indie showcases, they do the partner chat, like, I don't know. Like, could we get a Silk Song here? Like, probably. But there were a few things that were rumored. I'll pull up this Reddit article thingy. Octopath Traveler 0, Borderlands 4, SpongeBob SquarePants, Titans of the Tide, and Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, possibly Switch 2 Partner Showcase. So that's pretty good right there. I haven't played Octopath, but I have a friend who's a huge fan of it, so like I know it's really good. Everybody says it's amazing. So getting a new Octopath Traveler announced would be awesome. Borderlands, SpongeBob game, and Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. A lot of people have been talking about that. I've seen that being talked about, so we will see. Game Keycard Direct. Yeah, I mean, so that's maybe the one downside to the Switch 2 and third-party games is the keycard thing. I bought a 512 SD card, so I mean, SD cards might just have to become a thing for the Switch 2 if that's the case. I like owning things physically. I mean, I have lots of reasons to dislike keycards, but you know, whatever. If that's just the direction gaming's going in, I can't fight it. We can't, you know. I'd love for it to not be the direction we're going in, but if they're only, what is it? I think it's only allowed 60 something, I don't know, megabytes, something, I don't know. I don't know all that stuff well. Something on a cartridge, so a lot of it's going to be download stuff. Mega Man 12 possibly teased. Yeah, I've heard rumblings of that rumor too, which would be cool. That would be awesome if Capcom announced Mega Man 12, which would be awesome. I liked 9 and 10 more than 11 for Mega Man. I liked just the old schoolness of 9 and 10. And it was what it was, right? 9 and 10 were old school, and 11 was like the newer one. I know 9 was definitely old school, because I remember when that came out, because it was like, oh my god, an old school Mega Man game actually coming out. I remember downloading it on the Wii. I think 10 was the same way, pretty positive, and then I think 11 was more updated. I'd love for 12 to go back to the old school graphics. I just prefer that, but I mean, you know, whatever. I grew up with the NES, so that's what I want. Yeah, 64 gigabytes, yeah. 64 gigabytes is what the Switch 2 cartridge, I guess, is like maximum it can hold or something. And a lot of these third-party games are just bigger than that, so they make you download it. I mean, yeah, it stinks. Like, I get that. But if it's like, I mean, it's better than like the streamed games or the cloud games or whatever. Like, you know, it's at least I can download it. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to buy a bunch of SD cards over the years to, you know, what games are on which SD card, which would be a little annoying, but you know, whatever. If I can play, like, you know, big games on my Switch 2, having a portable, and the Switch 2 graphically, I think, is pretty darn good. I mean, I've never been a graphics guy anyway, and I'm the type of person that, like, I got a PS5, and I mostly play PS4 games on it anyway, and I barely see, like, the load times are better, but I barely see a graphical difference, really. You can, like, put two next to each other, and it's like, yeah, the lighting looks different. I don't know which one I like better. Like, it doesn't necessarily, like, I don't know. Graphics, I feel like, have plateaued. So, Switch 2, I think, looks good enough, and I'd rather have most games portable if I could. So, you know, I'll probably get most things for Switch 2 if that's an option. So I think the partner showcases have the potential to have a lot more cool stuff than they did for the original Switch. I think we have the potential to see pretty much any game possibly announced here or ported over to Switch 2, or find out something that's upcoming is also coming out to Switch 2. So that's pretty cool. I think Conker's Bad Fur Day on NSO. Yeah, I mean, Rare would be potentially. I mean, I know they're Microsoft these days, but Microsoft is partnered with Nintendo, so you know, yeah, I guess we could count that maybe they'll do some partner games for NSO. It's possible. Silksong have like 10 seconds. Yeah, hopefully Silksong gets some love here, gets some time. It's weird. It's like, is that an indie game? Is that a partner game? I think it's so big, I think they'd probably put it in the partner showcase. I think they know if they put Silksong in an indie direct, it just takes away all the hype from all the other indie stuff. PS5 does fix the fan issue of playing PS4 games. Yeah, I mean, yeah, PS5. PS5 is a better system. I'm glad I have it. The load times, for example, is something that I do notice and I do appreciate. Like when something has quicker load times. I'm just like, at a certain point, though, graphically, like, if it's between, you know, having, the graphics look better and I can't really tell, or it's more like the lighting looks different, I don't know which one I like better, you know, I'd probably opt for getting it portable on Switch 2. Most games, I would say. Camelot Software playing, Golden Sun 4, that would be amazing. Yeah, and, is Retro Studios, is that a partner? Like, could we get Prime 4 here? I kind of feel like no, but Nintendo's done some weird stuff before. We had, like, what was it, Endless Ocean? Hyrule, the Hyrule Warriors is Age of Calamity. Is that the next Hyrule Warriors game? Like, that will probably be here. I could see that being here. So, you know, stuff like that. There's a chance to see Master Chief Collection. That's been a rumor for, like, ever. Master Chief Collection coming to Nintendo. I feel like that rumor wasn't false either. Like sometimes I feel like there's rumors that happen and they're true, but it never pans out. Like somebody inside hears something and it gets out and whatever. But it's like it's rumblings of negotiations or something. I feel like that one was true, but it just never panned out. For whatever reason, that one just always stuck out to me. It's like, yeah, a lot of people seem to hear that. Oh, similarly, like the, what was it, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD coming to Switch. Like that didn't happen. We have Wind Waker on NSO now. I feel like maybe that was going to happen, and maybe they were like, well, we're going to do GameCube NSO on Switch too, so maybe don't do that, and they decided not to. I don't know if that's what happened or not, but, you know, it's like, I feel like sometimes these rumors pop up and don't pan out, but that doesn't mean the rumor wasn't true. Hey, hello, PapaGenos, big fan of your videos. I've watched your videos as a kid on YouTube for a while. Oh, wow, cool. Thanks for watching. It's weird for me to be like, for someone to say like, oh, I watched you when I was a kid and now I'm a grown up. Like, it's like, really, have I been around for that long? But it's like, yeah, I guess it was 2018 when this thing started, in 2025. So, yeah, weird. Where have I been? I've been around. Yeah, I mean, I'm working a lot. I really wanted to jump back into YouTube stuff. If like Smash got announced, I was like, of course I'm going to jump back in for Smash and do all that. And then instead, you know, Sakurai's working on Kirby Air Riders, which is cool. Like I like the first one for GameCube and stuff, and I'm happy Sakurai gets to work on a Kirby game again. Get a little break from Smash in between. But it probably means Smash is at least a little bit of a ways off. I have my own theories that maybe that Studio S for Namco or whatever is potentially working on Smash, or the preliminary stuff, or maybe we'll get a Smash Ultimate Switch 2 edition or something that won't take as much time. So maybe we'll get something Smash not too long after Air Riders. But since Sakurai's clearly working on Air Riders, you know, I've just kind of been holding off jumping back into things. I don't want to start making Smash prediction videos and then, you know, like 2 or 3 years go by before we get even a hint of Smash, and it's like, oh, those videos are just annoying that I'm making, so, you know, whatever. But I am around. I would like to make more YouTube videos and Nintendo videos and stuff. I just haven't jumped back into it. My plan was like, hey, I'm kind of taking a break. I'll jump back in when Smash comes back. And then Air Riders happened, so I'm like, all right, it might be a while till Smash comes back. So now I'm just waiting for the right time to jump back in. I might not wait all the way until Smash happens to you know, start making content fairly regularly again. But it would be, you know, outside of Smash stuff. But that was my initial plan. I was like, I'll just wait till Smash comes back. But no. Doing Air Riders roster prediction, different colored Kirby's. Maybe Meta Knight and King Dedede and Waddle Dee. I heard about the new Nickelodeon game, the like card one. I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't really followed it. I've seen a few characters get announced for it and stuff on Twitter or X or whatever. So I've watched it, but and I haven't really followed it too closely. What are the odds we get a Smash teaser? I think probably extremely low in a partner showcase. You know what I could see happening though at some point is like, so Sakurai's doing Kirby Air Riders. Maybe we'll get, actually Kirby Air Riders could potentially be here, because is it what's Sakurai's company? Sora Ltd or whatever. Is that a partner? You know, maybe. Or is it made by Hale? I don't know. Anyway, it's possible it's a partner game. I don't know what they count and don't count as partner games. That could be here. But, you know, we could get a Sakurai Presents Kirby Air Riders. That could happen. Like, that could get announced, like, in the fall or something, or early next year, depending when Air Riders is coming out. And I could see maybe in that. Like, I could see a Sakurai Presents Kirby's Air Riders. In there, Sakurai, like, ends it with, like, and there'll be another Sakurai Presents, like, in a couple months or something like that, and it's just like, wait, what? Or, like, after Air Riders comes out, there'll be another Sakurai Presents, it's just like, what? And that's, like, when he announces, like, the next Smash or something. I could see him teasing that. I could see Sakurai taking, like, control of Air Riders and the marketing for it, because he did that for Smash, and he's really good at that, and possibly leading into Smash Brothers with it somehow. Maybe. Like, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I could see it happening. I remember watching your videos when I was in high school. I feel old. Yeah, it's weird how much time has gone by. It's weird when I think about Smash Ultimate, like, speculation days when it wasn't out yet. You know, those like that year of speculating it, and looking back on that and being like, wow, that was a while ago. Like, it doesn't feel that long ago, but it was a while ago. Yeah, the new Nicktoons game does have Timmy back. I did see that. But yeah, the game, it hasn't piqued my interest. I'm not saying like it might be a good game. It might be great. But yeah, it's not really my thing. But hey, that's probably a good indication that if they do another Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, they can probably get Fairly Odd Parents stuff now. If they got Fairly Odd Parents stuff for that game, and it is Game Mill, because I know Fairly Odd Parents stuff was in like some mobile games and stuff, and it was like, wait, Game Mill can't get it for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but some random mobile game can have like Timmy Turner in it. Yeah, if he's in this new game and Game Mill's making it, I assume they can negotiate for him for All-Star Brawl 3 if that ever happens. SpongeBob and TMNT Racing with Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I know, the Sonic game is crazy. Sonic Cross Worlds is like, it's what I think everybody was kind of predicting the next Mario Kart would be. That it would be, a Smash Kart or whatever, but Sonic ended up doing it. It's crazy. I think Nintendo is lacking keeping us updated on Switch 2 games. I mean, it's like, we got that Splatoon Raiders game announced. We know about Air Riders. We know about Prime 4. We don't know when Prime 4 and Air Riders come out, but we know they're happening. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. That might be a Switch 1 game, actually. I'm not positive. Tomodachi Life, Rhythm Heaven. I think those are all Switch 1 games, though. It's like we do know about a lot of Nintendo games coming out probably over the next like 6 months or so, but we do need release dates. We do need stuff like that. Since this is a partner showcase, I mean, I feel like there's one or two options here. Either we get a Nintendo Direct, like an actual Direct, like next week or something, like they do Pokemon Presents, Nintendo Partner Showcase, then Nintendo Direct, or more likely, I feel like in September we'll get something. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it'll be a Mario 40th anniversary. I'm not so sure they'll do a Mario 40th anniversary full-on Direct. I feel like there's too many other things to cover. It could be a Metroid Prime single-focused Direct. We could get a Mario-focused Direct. I don't know if there's enough Mario stuff. I feel like the 35th anniversary happened just because they had so much Mario stuff to showcase. I feel like this year it might be more like, I don't know. I mean, it could happen. I feel like they might do like and hey, celebrating Mario's 40th anniversary. There's like a Mario game coming out, and they show us something for like the Mario movie 2. And just be like, hey, happy 40th anniversary. But I feel like there might just be like a normal Direct in September. That's just, I'm basing that on nothing but, just guessing at stuff. But yeah, I could kind of see something in September. Now that this is going to give us some third-party stuff, but we do kind of need to know when's Prime 4 coming out? When's the Kirby Air Riders coming out? Stuff like that. Angel Lopez, $2 donation. Thank you so much. I'm thinking Miku, ooh, ee, ooh. Is that, you talking about Hatsune Miku for the Sonic the Hedgehog game? Because I know she's in it, right? It was either rumored or she's confirmed. I'm pretty sure she's confirmed, though. I feel like I've seen that picture of a bunch of characters driving, and she was one of them. We're living in a timeline where we have SpongeBob and Hatsune Miku in a Sonic game, yet no Geno and Smash. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's very weird what things have crossed over with other things and not other things. We have Doom Guy and Mikey from TMNT in Tony Hawk right now. I mean, Tony Hawk's always had some kind of crazy characters here and there, but that happened. We got Doom Guy in Tony Hawk before Smash, and I could see Doom Guy getting in Smash, and it's like, sweet, we have our Tony Hawk rap. Game can afford Tom Kenny's voice, but Sega cheaps out. Yeah, doesn't Crossworlds not have voice acting or something like that? It's weird. It's really weird to me. I mean, I get it. I get voice actors are expensive. It's hard to probably get them to, especially when you have a bunch of crossovers. It's like get everybody in the studio and do the voices and stuff. Time to record, pay for it, whatever. But yeah, it is kind of weird when you get especially something like a cartoon like SpongeBob, where it's like the voice is like half the character. like getting SpongeBob just model in the game is neat, but like if he's not going, he's not doing his little laugh. I can't do a SpongeBob impression. If he's not doing his laugh and stuff, it's like why is he here? Like it's not even fully SpongeBob. Could Silent Hill 2 remake or Metal Gear Solid Delta be? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta. I didn't think about that. I'd love to get Fallout 4. 76 seems like a pipe dream because it doesn't even have crossplay, so I doubt they'd put it here, but I don't know if Switch 2's online is capable of it. But yeah, some Fallout would be cool. Borderlands 4 was rumored here from Bill Kuhn, I guess. Metal Gear would be cool. I just do feel like these partner showcases are going to be cooler than the partner showcases for the Switch 1. I think everybody has this like, oh, partner showcase, that's not as cool. But it's like, if this was just like a PlayStation presents or whatever, people would be pretty amped about it. And I think the Switch 2 being like, you know, more up to speed with modern hardware, it's possible to get cool games announced, like brand new games you haven't heard of that are going to be like possibly on all systems, you know, just announced in one of these. It's also possible to get games that just, I don't know, you don't really expect on Nintendo stuff or like going to start being on Nintendo stuff. So I think these have the possibility of being much cooler than they were for Switch 1. Waluigi's taco stand, yeah. I like that Waluigi had like a, he's got like a sombrero costume in Mario Kart World, so it's like Waluigi's taco stand. They said Switch 1 and 2 games. Yeah, I mean, they'll probably say that for a while here because I'm sure a lot of games either getting announced or, you know, just games that are going to come out for Switch 2 will probably be, a lot of them are going to be Switch 1 games that are also on Switch, have a Switch 2 version, or Switch 1 games that you can play on Switch 2, you know, whatever. It's probably going to be a lot of that. At least, I'd say, for the next year or so, they'll probably have a bit of that in their directs. It just seems, you know, Nintendo doesn't immediately drop a past console, especially not one as popular as the Switch. There's so many people who, you know, are Switch adopters, but don't have the Switch 2 yet. Not that they're generally the type of customer that are probably watching these, but, you know, Nintendo's still rolling out games for that. Makes sense to me. I think we'll see Grand Theft Auto 5 here. See, like, I don't know if we'll see Grand Theft Auto 5 here, but, like, that's the sort of thing that, like, we could see Grand Theft Auto 5 here. So I think people writing off these partner showcases is like, they're not going to be that exciting. Because for Switch 1, like, when you had a partner showcase, it was like, there's some pretty cool games. Any of the big new games were either, like, just not happening for Switch 1, or they were like, it's a cloud stream version, and it's like, it's not that exciting. But that's not the case here. Like, we'll probably see the Final Fantasy VII remaster, remake stuff could potentially be here showing off. And other things of that caliber, I feel like, could be in this direct, so pretty cool. The John Cena game did irreparable damage to these. What was the John Cena game? I don't remember that. I know he did, like, a commercial where he was, like, playing Switch or whatever. Yeah. Someone said, hi! Helldivers getting Xbox reinforcements, could get Nintendo reinforcements. Yeah, that's why Fallout came to mind to me, just because I think 76 is getting... I play 76, so I follow it. I think I heard a rumor, I don't know if it was a definitive thing, but I heard a rumor it was going to get a PS5 and Xbox Series XS, whatever, modern console version of it, because right now you're just kind of playing an upgraded version of the like PS4 version of PS5 or whatever. I heard it was going to get like a more modern version for those consoles, so potentially if they did that, maybe they could add crossplay and put it on Switch 2 as well and make it all like almost like a re-release of it. But I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, any game that's out for those other systems, like it could start being on Nintendo as well. I think with Switch 1, just we wrote off so many games as being like, well, it's probably not going to be on Switch, or it's not going to work as well for Switch, or blah, blah, blah. But Switch 2 doesn't seem to be the case. Seems like, you know, it's going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with a lot of the other systems and stuff. You know, it can be a modern console with everything else, at least for a while here. Yeah, and the Switch 1 games are backwards compatible, so even if we do get Switch 1 games announced here, it's like, that's... just play it on your Switch 2. It's exciting. Ooh, 30 seconds, here we go. I got 0 seconds of sleep. Happy to see someone live right now. Yeah, I did not sleep too much. I went to bed around midnight and got up at... actually, a little past midnight, so probably fell asleep around 1 and got up at like 5:30 a.m. So, yeah. But I'm good. Feels like we're getting Master Chief Collections. That would be cool. It's been a rumor for a long time. That would be awesome. I woke up late, forgot there was a direct. 2 seconds. You woke up in time. All right, here we go. See what they start us off with. Ooh, rating pending to mature. Oh, I thought that little sequence that was playing with the countdown, I thought that was just like a YouTube thing, because YouTube sometimes does that, but it looks like this is actually a new little Nintendo thing. That's cool. All these little, not Tetris blocks, but, you know, Tetris-y blocks. Maybe Oblivion remesh. Yeah, there's like, I think the sky's the limit with Switch 2 partner stuff. So, it's exciting. Let's see. What do we get here? What's the first thing? this? It looks kind of Tears of the Kingdom-y graphics, but I don't... I'm guessing it's not Age of Calamity or whatever the Hyrule Warriors. Oh, it's a Capcom game, okay. I don't recognize it if it's a known game. But Capcom obviously makes good games. Oh, is it Monster Hunter? Is it Monster Hunter? Yeah, definitely.
Our ignorance is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to
Was it
drive
please
our
Mega Man?
people
Yeah, someone said earlier Mega Man 12. I've heard that
This
rumor.
divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of
Buzzing
war.
around lately, Mega Man 12 maybe, so that would be cool.
Sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
Can't afford not to.
Obviously, this is not Mega Man 12, it's Monster Hunter, but yeah, maybe this will be a big Capcom Direct. Maybe Capcom has a lot of things to announce for Switch 2. Yeah, Stories 3, okay. Probably get Amiibo. Monster Hunter usually gets Amiibo.
Two sounds overlapping each other.
It's funny, I've never been a Monster Hunter guy. I've tried it, I have never gotten into it. Which is weird, because I loved Phantasy Star Online, which I know Monster Hunter is like built off of.
Welcome to today's
The idea came
Nintendo
from Phantasy
Direct
Star Online
Partner
boss
Showcase.
battles.
In
But I just
this
never got into it.
presentation,
But I still
we'll
buy
be
the Amiibos
focusing
for
on
because I own
games
every
from
single
our
Amiibo. But it's
publishing
like
and
the
development
it's like the
partners.
one game that I own
What you
Amiibos
just
for that I
saw
don't
was
actually
Monster
play.
Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next
Yeah, I have some
year.
friends who love Monster
We
Hunter.
hope
Like,
you're
it's
looking
definitely a game
forward to
series that
another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter universe.
I could have gotten into. I just for whatever
Today,
reason
we'll present
I only
games
played it a
coming to
little
the
bit,
Nintendo
but it's
Switch
never
2 and
been something I got
Nintendo
into.
Switch systems.
All right, so it's for
Before
both.
a game is shown, you'll see the logo of the system the game will launch on here.
Okay, cool. That's nifty.
If both
to know.
logos are shown, the game will launch on both platforms.
All right, cool. That's easy.
Okay, first up, let's
I do have
take
the
a look
Diablo
at some
amiibo, but I played
upcoming
Diablo.
Nintendo Switch games.
The little loot goblin.
Let the good times roll.
All right.
By
Katamari.
royal decree, a brand new game in the Katamari Damacy series is rolling onto Nintendo Switch.
When I went to
Roll your Katamari through
college,
historic eras like Edo, Japan, and more.
I had like a townhouse
It's a
dorm
time-hopping
one year,
trip through the ages
and one of the
to
girls in my
restore the
townhouse dorm's
universe
name
for
was
the king of
Kamari,
all cosmos.
and I always called her Katamari. Just because of this game.
Use helpful items to roll your Katamari like royalty, and customize the prince and cousins looks to your liking.
Ooh, customizable.
In addition, roll
Prince
out
and
with
cousins.
friends
I like
and
the
online
horse one.
multiplayer. Make a big Katamari and earn the most points to be crowned the winner. Plus, the iconic music is back with an
Nice.
all-new soundtrack
Ooh,
featuring
all right.
new and
Hey,
returning
Mario Kart
music
World,
artists
take
from the
note.
series history.
Take note on being able to just choose the tracks. It seems like it should
Get ready to
definitely be a
rock
feature in
and
games
roll,
these days.
Roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Once upon a
Pre-orders
Katamari.
begin
All right,
later
cool.
today on Nintendo eShop.
All right, October, not too far away.
The dance floor is calling.
This is like a guarantee every partner showcase, I feel like. We always get Just Dance, always. And I try to talk over it as much as possible, so if I just keep talking now, there's a reason for that. The reason is because this is probably copywritten music, and if I'm on YouTube, it could potentially get the whole video taken down, so I'm just going to talk and talk and talk. Okay, there's Houdini here by Dua Lipa. I don't know any music these days. Hung up by, okay, Madonna. Madonna is not modern, that would be old. All-Star by Smash Mouth. That's in Shrek, also not old. So, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Talking about the dance floor is calling. There's some people clapping and doing. They're kind of creepy looking now, actually. Are they going to do the Switch camera? I could see being part of it. Okay, there's a mystery character. It's that guy, party mode dude. And Just Dance 2026 edition. Sweet deal, October 14th. Awesome. 40 hot new tracks that I don't want you to hear so YouTube doesn't take it down. Hey, it's over.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
We're gonna add a Dream Just Dance and a Mario spin-off. That'd be cool. Ooh, DBZ. And it's for both. Or maybe Dragon Ball Super, rather.
Charge up and unleash your fighting spirit in
Or I guess
Dragon
both.
Ball Sparking Zero, the latest in the Arena Battler series.
Yeah, Hercule. Or Mr. Satan
Enter
if you're
the
like a
fray with
purist.
over 180 fighters. In episode Battle Mode, relive iconic Dragon Ball stories from the
I didn't
perspectives
watch
of
Daima.
characters,
I watched Super,
including Goku.
and then I read a bit more of Super, but fell off. And now I've been catching up on One Piece. I'm in Wano and One Piece.
History with
It's taking up all my
versions of those
anime watching
encounters.
time.
In custom battle mode,
But I was a huge
you
DBZ
choose the
fan growing
fighters,
up, and I
stages,
watched Dragon Ball,
and
Dragon Ball
dialogue
Z, and
to create your own
GT,
scenarios.
and couldn't get enough of everything Dragon Ball.
Then share them
as
online
a
with players around
young
the world.
adult.
Plus,
Teenagers,
now you can duke it out with motion controls
I
using
probably
the
watched Dragon Ball
Joy-Con
Z when I
2
was like
or Joy-Con controllers. Immerse yourself in the
12, 13,
characters
somewhere in
and
there.
unleash
But I kept
powerful
watching them
attacks. Get ready to shake the earth and break the heavens when
That was good. It fills in some holes. Yeah, I've heard it's like kind of like a GT
Dragon Ball
retcon.
Sparking
like,
Zero launches
and
on
I know
Nintendo
it's like
Switch
Akira
2
Toriyama's like
and Nintendo Switch systems
the last thing that
November
he actually
14th.
worked on. So
Pre-orders begin
I should
later
watch it
today
at some point.
on Nintendo eShop.
Because they're also at One Piece. Nice, yeah. And, like I feel like I've watched more episodes. Oh, here we go. Here's Plants vs Zombies. Everybody was saying this was going to happen. Replanted, I think. I played Plants vs Zombies, like the original game, a zillion years ago. Remember the Flower song? Very popular online. But I did not keep up with the series. Remastered Plants vs Zombies? Oh, it's definitely nostalgic, graphics-wise, and just I don't know, seeing everything. Local co-op and PvP. I like local co-op. More games need to allow for local co-op.
The club is yours.
Even freaking Mario Kart World. If you want to do free roam co-op, like local co-op free roam, which seems like something so many families with young kids would want to just drive around in a game. Like I play Roblox with my friend's 6-year-old all the time, and so many games are it's just a driving game, and we're just gonna drive around in like nothing world. With Mario Kart, there's like tons of stuff to see and stuff. If you want a free roam co-op or local co-op, like if you have other Switches, cool, whatever. But if you want to do it local, you have to go to an online lobby, like make an online lobby, and then not really join it anything. And then you can local co-op free roam is in the game, but you have to it's like a workaround to get there. It's so ridiculous. Ooh,
Pac-Man World 2 is coming back.
World 2, ooh, Re-PAC. Okay, here's
from scratch.
another
Through
remaster.
forests or on ice. Use Pac-tastic moves to clear stages in style. And even take
I
on
played the Pac-Man
powerful
game back on
bosses.
PS2. Pretty fun.
Plus, now
I
you
like
can
what was
adventure
the
with a
Pac-Man
pal
part,
in local
like a
co-op.
Mario Party game.
Pac-Man World 2
It was weird. It was not very good.
launches on Nintendo Switch
But I had it
2
for PS2.
and Nintendo Switch September 26th.
Oh, people are going off and chat. Yeah, Pac-Man World games were cool.
Begin
I
later
played them on
today
PS2. I
on
never got like
Nintendo
that into
eShop.
them, but they're cool. I like
Lead
Frogger.
your
He's
party
back
of
as
black
far
mages,
as
dragoons, and other allies to
old,
victory in the beloved
like arcade game
strategy
stuff, getting modern
RPG
stuff.
Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy
Tactics,
Tactics? Yeah, cool.
reborn with newly added elements.
I have a friend who loves the Final Fantasy Tactic games.
The
so.
game is now fully
I don't know if they
voiced
have a
and adds brand new dialogue
Switch 2,
between
though.
characters,
This is probably the type of game that could be on both.
I know
didn't
that
look
he
at
and
the
I are
little side
different.
thing if they showed it already.
as well as new difficulty options, a feature to review story events.
That Mario Party game was good.
and
Yeah, what was it
more.
called? It was Pac-Man Fever. Is that it? Something like that.
Final
I feel like it had
Fantasy
Fever in the name.
Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on
It had
Nintendo
a really
Switch
random
2
roster of
and
characters,
Nintendo Switch,
and it was more about getting to the
September
end of the
30th.
board than it was like
Pre-orders
winning the
begin
mini games,
later
which
today
was so weird
on
to me.
Nintendo eShop. When the clock strikes midnight, shadows emerge.
My
and the
boyfriend
dark
is happily
hour
crashing out over
begins.
Dragon Ball and Pac-Man. Nice, good.
Step into the shoes of a high school student who, together with his
Alright, Persona
friends,
3 Reload.
awakens the supernatural
I never got
power
into
of Persona.
Persona. I meant to after
Attend
Joker got in. I was like, I'll
class
play,
and explore the city during
Persona
the
5.
day
Never
as
got
you
into it.
Forge bonds with every
But I know
interaction.
people will be pumped. People love
Then,
Persona.
battle through the mysterious Tower of Tartarus and
I literally
strategically
just bought
take
Pac-Man
down
2,
rampaging
Pac-Man World 2 on
shadows at
PS2 the other
night.
day because I didn't think it would get a remake.
Enter the
Yeah,
dark
no, that's a
hour
surprising
and
one to get a
seal
remake,
your
but that's
fate
cool.
when Persona 3 Reload launches on the Nintendo Switch 2
Those games were
system
good. They were
October
out at the
23rd.
time when there were so many
Pre-orders
like
begin later today on Nintendo
mascot,
eShop.
you know, it's not exactly a collectathon, but like, you know,
Next,
those
please
type
take
of
a look
games
at
were out,
this.
those mascot 3D world gamey things. Rayman and Sonic was like that, and Mario, you know, everything. Oh, here we go. Here's Hyrule Warriors. I liked it. I played them, but they weren't my favorite. But I could see how it could be someone's favorite.
Given an opening, he will bear his fangs.
So this game, it's like I'm a little burnt out on like the Hyrule Warriors games at this point.
Until
And
Hyrule
I'm kind
itself
of like not super excited to play
is
as
no
the
more.
past champions because they just have masks and have no like personality to them. Are we gonna learn more about them? Yeah, these guys. Like, are we gonna learn more about them? Is it gonna have some time travel shenanigans with characters we do know about? Look, it looks cool, and I love learning more
But
like
you sought
Zelda
it from
lore.
Hyrule of all places. This is madness.
Okay, here we go. Here's a person without a mask.
There is danger here. Enormously so.
Oh, Age of Imprisonment. I kept calling it Age of Calamity or whatever. The That was like the other one, right? That was the last one. What do you got going on? Something mysterious. Okay, got the big mechanism thingy that you find in the depth. The Spirit Sage thing, I assume.
That was the
playable.
latest trailer for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to
Looks like there's
experiencing
some playable,
the canonical events that
Hero
led to the Legend
character
of Zelda:
and,
Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches
I don't remember
this winter.
the Spirit
We'll share
Sage
more information
mechanism
on this
thing's
title
name if it
in
even
the
had one.
future. Let's continue with some more games coming to Nintendo
I know it was
Switch
what's her
2.
name's like Spirit in it, but I don't remember her name off the top of my head either.
The
Oh, since I played Tears of
realest
the Kingdom.
Madden ever, built from Sundays.
Realest
It's
Madden
game
ever.
time. Kick off your journey
Minero's
to become
Construct.
an
Okay, yeah,
NFL
Minero, that was the-
legend
that was
in the
the,
most dynamic Madden
Zonai
game yet.
girl.
Rule the field with all new player traits and realistic
Yeah, so I guess that
play
thing's
styles.
probably playable. I don't know if I care about playing
Immerse
as the
yourself in
unnamed
authentic
stages
team
in the past. I feel like that's going to be half
and
the roster of characters
strategize
to play as.
playmaking decisions with newly added features
Yeah, so I
to
feel like,
lead
I
your
feel like for
team
that
to
one you're going to
victory.
either have to really
All
like
built from real
Tears of the Kingdom like
NFL data.
lore, like want to dig into that, and I know the lore for Tears of the Kingdom was a little
In
like,
franchise mode.
the lore doesn't matter
Choose
that
from
much, kind of
3
tossed out the window. Like, it was
archetypes to
neat, but
begin your
there was a little bit of a
coaching
like,
legacy.
oh, I thought this
Or
was going to be
become
more
your
cohesive with
favorite
Breath of the Wild, and it
NFL
wasn't.
coach, each with their own strategies.
And then I think you're just gonna have to really like the gameplay of the Hyrule
selecting
Warriors
new
games
abilities
because
each
again, I
week
think like
that
half the
offer
cast are gonna be
different
those masked
tactical
stages,
advantages.
which like
Then
will probably play
level
cool,
them up
but
to fine-tune your
you know,
plays.
I don't know.
Plus,
The
compete
thing
on
that really
the
drew me
gridiron
to the
in
original
local
Hyrule
or
Warriors
online
games was like,
multiplayer.
oh, it's Zelda characters across all of the Zelda
EA
games. Like that was
Sports
cool to me.
Madden
But
NFL
hey, I'm always a
26
roster character guy.
touches
So
down on
maybe other
Nintendo
people are
Switch
more
2,
into the gameplay
August
of it.
14th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
The other thing that Imp
eShop.
was guarding in Skyward Sword. Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, maybe.
A cozy campfire
Well, that's more
is
interesting
calling.
then. Okay. Well, if it's going to connect
Calling
to
all
past stuff,
camping
maybe it'll
enthusiasts.
actually give us the lore that
Build
connects Breath of the Wild and Tears of the
campfires in
Kingdom
this
to
cozy
the other
fire
Zelda
building
games. If
sim.
that's the case, then
Chop
okay, that's actually pretty exciting.
Arrange the pieces,
I thought it was. They looked like the
then
construct
light them
thing.
up. But if you don't
Minero's
fuel the
construct
flames
from,
properly,
Spirit Temple in the
they'll
depths
fizzle
of
out.
Tears of the Kingdom.
To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain the right
It's like a
amount of
survival
heat.
game. It's pretty.
Don't let wet logs dampen your
depth
fire.
with,
Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create
What you
an
have to
even
do to
bigger
build a fire,
fire,
so
just
maybe have
blow
really,
one.
really deep survival
Sometimes, though,
mechanics.
a little patience is all you
Really,
need.
really deep
So
mushroom.
roast some marshmallows
Marshmallow.
or set off fireworks to light up the
roasting
sky.
mechanics. Really, really
You
deep
can also
firework
get
mechanics.
the flames going in rainy or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first.
Or is this just Campfire
With a
Simulator?
compatible USB camera, you can enjoy each other's company around the campfire.
Man, the camera thing's pretty
might
funny
even
on
strike
Switch 2.
up
I don't know if
some
you've tried it.
interesting
A friend of mine we were playing Mario Kart, and I was just driving around, and his like face just like on the side of the screen, just like kind of shifted into screen.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Funny.
Later today.
Chillin' by the Fire, available later today. All right, it's a little weird one.
Battles big and small in these games. Apex
I have been
Legends
watching
is
Are
coming
You
to
Afraid of the
Nintendo
Dark,
Switch
which is hanging
2.
out by a campfire. I love that show.
Squad up and survive 19 other teams in Battle Royale. Or show off your skills in Mixtape, where you'll take on 3 rotating game modes. Plus, both Battle Royale and Mixtape have enhanced resolution and smoother performance.
Term to call something in your game, I like that.
Build your crew and aim for victory when
kind of old school 90s
Apex
sounding.
Legends launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 5th, along with the new season, Showdown.
I'm not an Apex Legends guy, but cool. If you're into it.
To cure a witch's illness, her tiny familiar embarks on a grand
Hela.
adventure.
This game looks hella cool.
With your magical froggy backpack in tow. You can climb,
a froggy backpack!
pull,
Oh man.
and even swing
I gotta,
to
like,
greater
that's-
heights.
That's kind of Banjo-Kazooie-ish. Your
Explore this
mouse and you
vast
got a
world
frog
and gather
on your
ingredients to create a
backpack.
cure for your enchanting
Was
ally.
that Stuart Little?
Plus,
Yeah, I was
up to
getting kind
4
of
players
Secret of
can
Nim.
journey together in online co-op.
Mouse and the
A
Motorcycle.
Little Mouse's magnificent adventure begins when Hela launches on Nintendo
That
Switch
game looks
2
hella cool.
next year. Explore a galaxy full of opportunity.
It's that Star
Embark
Wars,
on a journey across the iconic galaxy
Star Wars
far,
Outlaws.
far away
Did
in this
came
open
out,
world
right?
action
And I think it
adventure
just
game,
came out to like very
taking
little
place
fanfare.
between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi films. You'll take on the role
Jabba.
of Kay Vess, who, along with her companion Nyx, is fighting for her
A
freedom.
friend of mine is going to
Explore
a
distinct locations, both
Boston
new
Symphony
and familiar,
Orchestra
as you
concert
fight,
this coming
steal,
Friday,
and outwit
where
your
I
way
think they
through
just
the
play like I
galaxy's
think it's Return of the Jedi
crime
actually, Return of the
and
Jedi,
gain the
and then they
means
play
to
all the
start
music
a
like
new
live.
life. Traverse through space by
It sounds
ship
pretty cool
on
to me.
Kay's Trailblazer,
I'm
or
not
by
going,
land
but that
on her
sounds cool.
S57 Cardinal Speeder, and take on quests that blend stealth and shooting with some puzzle-solving mini-games in between.
Window.
Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as you travel across the Outer Rim, and get ready to live the life of a scoundrel when Star Wars Outlaws launches on
September
Nintendo
already.
Switch 2, September 4th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Was it buggy on other systems? Someone said
Survive the
Something about it
future,
being buggy on launch.
salvage the past. As an agent of a secret collective, you'll travel between a future plagued by anomalies and a past on the verge of collapse to uncover the mysteries of this world.
like a weird time
In
travel
the future,
sci-fi game.
dangerous creatures born from the remnants of humanity prowl the wasteland.
Ew, creepy.
You'll need to craft ammo and supplies with limited resources to fend off brutal enemies. But don't let your guard down after defeating
Music's
them.
kind of cool. Music's getting to me.
If a monster absorbs a fallen enemy, it'll evolve into an even
Ooh,
more
it looks kind of like the
nightmarish
Thing.
form.
I love
So
the Thing.
act
Chuck
quickly
Carpenter's
to
The Thing.
dispose of enemies.
Great movie.
You'll also come across rifts that allow you to travel back in time by extracting the essences of people you meet in the past.
Oh, cool. So you don't have
You
to
can
miss Christmas.
strengthen your own abilities.
I don't think it was a Christmas tree.
However, there's a price to pay. You'll be haunted by visual and auditory illusions and lose
Ooh,
your
okay,
grip
cool.
on reality.
It's like a horror survival sci-fi game. It was pretty cool.
What caused
I
the
suppose they
world
thought it was
to
Master Chief for a
collapse?
minute.
And
Well,
what is
Halo
the
got
true
really, really
mission
dark.
you've been tasked with? Kronos, the New Dawn.
Oh, it's
launches
Chrono
on
Trigger.
Nintendo Switch 2,
Just kidding.
September
Chronos
5th.
New Dawn. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that seems cool. I agree. People care like that's pretty neat. That looks cool.
Clash.
That's a game to watch. It's a game to see what's up with that one.
と呼ばれる男は一匹でええんですわ。あんたもそう思いますやろ。
Yakuza Kiwami
Yakuza
2
game,
is
cool.
brawling its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Kamurocho, Tokyo, Sotenbori, Osaka. Two prolific entertainment districts
Yakuza
in
games,
Japan,
they're
where the
funny.
former
They're
dragon
like
of Dojima Cosmic
They seem like they'd be serious, but they're pretty silly.
Ryuji Goda.
I remember doing like cat bowling or something. Like, oh man, there's
Use
some weird stuff.
free-flowing combat moves to take on foes in action-packed brawls. Duke it out using your fists, weapons, and everything else at your disposal. Plus, there's still plenty else to do around the cities. Enjoy
yes,
darts,
this is what I'm talking about. All the little side weird
karaoke, and even golf. There's no shortage of things to do.
They're slowly bringing the whole series to Nintendo. Yeah, it seems a lot of games seem like that. Like Persona also felt like, you know, they're just slowly moving games over onto all the Nintendo consoles, which is cool with me. I like that about the Switch and now Switch 2, especially because it's backwards compatible. That, like almost full series of a lot of games that I like are like I can play them all on one system, which is great.
Improved frame rates and additional language support.
You know, I don't want to have to unplug a system, plug in another system just to play a game. It's really cool when there's like, oh yeah, there's the option to play
more games heading
that whole
to
series on
Nintendo
this.
Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Let's take a quick look.
That's gonna be the montage of stuff. Oh, Borderlands. That's wrong. Good Night Universe. Okay, where's it? NBA Bounce. Well, that looks cool. If you're playing as the mascots, it looks like you play as the mascots. It reminds me of, what was that backyard baseball game? It kind of looked like that. It's cool. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Thank you, Butters. From South Park. Romancing Saga 2. Okay, cool. Available today. Cool. Shinobi game, nice. Borderlands 4, okay, yeah, that was one of the things Global was talking about. Cool.
Before we go, we've got 2 more games to show you.
2 more, okay,
Please
alright.
take a look.
Holding off on 2 games and kind of announcing that there's 2 more, so these are probably bigger things, I would
To pass
imagine.
through that door is to pass through
This is
time.
Octopath Traveler 0 that was like
To travel a road spanning centuries. From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life
Someone said
in
Half-Life 3.
HD
It could be the
2D.
next game. They said there's 2 more games.
This is
love the HD 2D
Philadelphia,
stuff.
a continent overrun by beast tribes.
Oh, it's Philadelphia.
A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the Kingdom of
Hyrule.
One fateful day, a set of ruins is discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger.
Elliot's my cousin's kid's name.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy.
Together, the duo venture
Oh, are you gonna
beyond
be
the
more annoying
kingdom's
than Navi?
protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle,
HD2D Chrono
study
Trigger
your
next? Oh
opponent's
man,
moves
don't
carefully
even tease
and
me with
find
that.
opportunities
That would be
to strike.
insane.
Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced
somebody-
strikes. Bows and
Somebody like
arrows to
leaked that they were
target
doing a Chrono
enemies
Trigger
from
remake,
afar.
but then it was like, oh, maybe they
Chains and
didn't. They
sickles
just
to
said
swing
that,
and
and
pull
then I
enemies
think
closer
Square at
and
least definitely
more.
was like asking people like,
There are
would you
7
want us to
weapon
do a
types
Chrono
in
Trigger?
total,
Do something
but
with Chrono
that's
Trigger?
not
What would you like
all.
to see?
You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping
But yes,
different
everyone would love
combinations
to
of
see you do something with
magicite.
Chrono Trigger Square.
Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you.
It's kind of cool. Pretty
Your
Zelda-like,
fairy
especially with the
companion
fairy.
Faye can also attack and pick up items. You can control both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can
that's cool. You can
control them at
teleport
the
around,
same
knock it out
time.
and stuff.
You'll
Could see some
find
cool
that she's
puzzles
very
with,
helpful on your adventure.
2-person mechanic stuff.
Join Elliot and Faye on a
Turning into a
grand
fairy
journey
in Zelda
that
2 was
unknown
always
to
very,
them will
very
span
cheap. You could get around a lot of stuff.
The Adventures of
Ooh,
Elliot.
Adventures of Elliot.
The Millennium Tales.
Okay, so it's not
launches
Octopath
on Nintendo
Zero, whatever
Switch
Bilbo
2
Quinn was saying.
next year.
That's cool.
After today's presentation,
Ooh,
a
demo.
debut
Okay,
demo
cool.
will be available.
Worth giving it a
And
try
there will
then.
be an upcoming survey to gather player feedback.
And a survey for player feedback. Yeah, that looks cool. Also, Square.
There was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
Okay, is this Octopath Traveler Zero that Bilbo Quinn was talking about? Yep. Okay, there it is. The Zero it reminded me of like the Lord of the Rings ring.
Are you
Look to
heading
it.
out on your journey? Yes. I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready.
Yeah, these I love that Square's making all these HDTV games. Really cool art style. Great way to do like
smiling just
it's
one
like
more time.
the Super NES like retro pixel art stuff. Like it still looks good. Like Super NES games are still cool. They have a certain look to them. So doing these to like kind of modernize them is really cool.
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera.
Yeah, it feels like we're back in the Super NES days with Square making a bunch of stuff for Nintendo.
Octopath Traveler 0 is available on
December
December
4th.
4th,
Cool.
2025.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
All right, pretty cool.
Thank you for watching.
You are welcome. Thank you for having it. Do a little montage of everything. Yeah, I think Pac-Man World was a big surprise to a lot of people, so that's cool. Pac-Man World 2. Said Jeff, that was okay. Yeah, I agree. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. To me, like, I'm sure there's people out there that, like, there was a game or two in there that was, like, gigantic for them and super happy to get. Yeah, nothing really, like, popped out to me personally. But lots of cool, like, but it looked like, you know, a good variety of stuff. I'm sure there's people out there that, you know, got something that they really wanted in there. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good. It's a partner showcase is what it is. My guess, someone said no Silksong. Yeah, maybe they'll do an indie or something for Silksong. Or Silksong might just be in a normal direct. Is it big enough for that? But yeah, my guess is, I mean, we have to learn when Air Riders is coming out. We got to learn when Prime 4 is coming out. Like, there's so much stuff that we need to know. So my guess is a September direct, like our usual September direct, probably early September. Maybe we'll get one here in August. You know, no idea. But if I were to guess, I'm gonna guess at just a normal September direct. I know some people were guessing we'll get like a Mario 40th anniversary direct, like we got the 35th direct. But I really feel like we got the 35th anniversary direct because 35th anniversary is a weird one to celebrate, whereas 40th feels more like it's something to celebrate. Yeah, I feel like the reason they did the 35th was just because they had a lot of Mario games that year, a lot of Mario stuff. So they're like, well, let's just celebrate it now while we have all this stuff. I don't know if they have a lot of Mario games right now. They might, but I kind of feel like maybe they'll mention maybe the 40th anniversary in a normal direct, but it might just be like Miyamoto talking about the Mario movie 2 and maybe like one Mario game or something. I feel like the next time we get Nintendo Focus Direct, we got Prime and Air Riders and probably more on Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven and yeah, maybe a surprise or two. But I feel like that's got to be folks. Or maybe we'll get like just a Metroid. Maybe they'll just do stuff on Twitter and the Nintendo Today app for release dates and stuff. Oh, that the Splatoon Raiders game. It's another one. We kind of got to find out more about. So yeah, I feel like I could see a Nintendo Direct. But if we don't get a Nintendo Direct, we just get a bunch of stuff on like Nintendo Today app or something like that. I feel like then we'll get like maybe we'll get a Prime 4 Focus Direct or something like that. Maybe we'll get a Mario 40th Anniversary Focus Direct. I don't know. Personally, I just feel like the 35th Anniversary Direct happened mostly because they just had a lot of Mario stuff to announce. But who knows? Yeah, the new Mario movie trailer for the 40th, I feel like that's enough to be like, 40th anniversary, here's Mario movie trailer. There you go, cool, sweet, or whatever. I just don't feel like Nintendo, they don't always celebrate anniversaries. And if they did every 5 years, Mario's going to have an anniversary, and they got to do a bunch of Mario games and have a Mario anniversary. Like, I just don't see them doing that. So, yeah, I'm surprised the 35th was 5 years ago. Jeez, time flies by. But yeah, I feel like they'll probably mention the 40th just because it's a big deal that Mario turned 40. But I don't know if necessarily they're gonna like. I keep hearing people saying, but they'll probably do a Mario Direct. I don't know. I feel like we'll get a general Direct over that, or even a Metroid Direct over that, or a Sakurai Presents Air Riders over that. I think all those are more likely a normal Nintendo Direct, or focusing on the two big games we do know about as their own thing, just to talk a lot about them. But if I had to guess, I'd say September Nintendo Direct would be my guess. Normal one, like we usually get. All right, well, pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, and I say this every time, like, oh, maybe I'll start making videos again soon and really get back into things. I do want to. I said it earlier, but like I was kind of like, well, I'll just wait until they announce a new Smash, or we start getting hints of a new Smash, and then I'll start making videos on that and just kind of snowball back into Smash. But obviously with Air Riders, it seems like okay, Smash is probably at least a little far off. I mean, maybe they're secretly working on it. Maybe there's secretly a Switch 2 edition of Smash Ultimate or something coming out. I can see something like that happening next year. I can even see a brand new Smash getting like maybe hinted at or teased or even announced next year and coming out a little while later. But yeah, I just don't want to make a bunch of Smash speculation videos and have it be like a year or two before we even get a hint of something new Smash. But I would like to do, prediction videos for directs and just just cool videos on games I like and blah blah blah, things like that. I'll try to jump back into things more at some point. I've kind of just been waiting for the right time to do that. Again, waiting for Smash seemed like that'll be the right time to do it, but now that Air Riders got announced, I'm like, okay, I don't know when the right time to jump back in will be, because once I jump back in, I want to do it regularly. I'd hate to jump back in and then hey, PapaGenos stop posting anything for a couple months. And then I post them again, and then a few more months go by. I want to jump back in. I want to be like, all right, I'm back in the swing of things. So yeah, that's it. What am I up to now? Well, I have like a normal job, and I do my normal job. That's basically it. I mean, I like, gaming wise, I got a Switch 2. I got Bonanza. I got Mario Kart World. I got Tony Hawk game. Whatever, playing stuff, enjoying life. But, okay, all right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Catch y'all later.